Hello to you from Runway DFW. We have fired up a temporary stream here to see what's going on. I don't have a camera yet. So hold on, let me see if I can get that working.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hi. I didn't recognize you for...
We know you're busy. We try to watch your live stream and then...
Yeah, it's not working so far.
Yeah.
Tate!
Yes, Tate!
Good to see you.
Oh my God, nice to see you too. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. You can see our stuff is kind of covered up over there.
Yeah.
I think our viewers can hear us, but we don't have a picture yet because something's gone awry. So anyway, at least we can talk to you. I think you can hear us.
Carla's checking, see what the stream is doing.
Well, the stream is on. People are seeing it. I can talk to them, but we don't have any cameras hooked up yet. I think things have passed now that I can switch things on.
Did you get wet?
No, just a few sprinkles. It felt good, actually. Cloudy's here with us from AA Pilot Wife on Instagram. Tate is here with us from Qantas. And Carl is here with us, who is the pilot whose wife Cloudy is. I think I've got that all.
Yes, you got that perfect.
This is like radio now. Well, okay, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to take our transmission device over to our Runway DFW cart. And we'll see what we can do from there. We should be able to hook up at least one camera immediately, and then we'll proceed from there. But I'm afraid there's going to be a lot of hooking things up while we get going here. So stand by. First of all, you're going to hear some rustling noises while I unfurl the tarp from SAMU, our sprinkler avoidance mobile unit. And I'm gonna put that away real quick, or put that aside real quick, while I attempt to plug in a camera, so at least you can see what's going on here. All right. I've never started a broadcast this way before. All right, we're getting our waterproof camera hooked up here. And in just a second, you'll see a picture, I think. There we are. Okay, well, welcome to Runway DFW. Still got a lot of setting up to do. Let me get this cart over to our camera. So, well, let me first fold this up a little bit. This is what's been keeping us dry. I appreciate your patience while we got everything covered up. Ah, now this is what I need. It's like folding a bed sheet except in the wind. Thank you, Cloudy. Okay. I hope we don't blow away. This is, yeah, it's facing the wrong way. We're catching the wind instead of using it to our advantage.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Good fit.
Thanks so much. Well, we'll fit this in over here on the cart. I know we're missing stuff. I don't know what to tell you. We will tuck this away for safety. Oh boy. And now, let me see if I can get our extra camera going here. I don't think we can. Well, this may be a one camera broadcast tonight. We're going to roll over to our camera position here. And there it is, all covered up. It's betarped, I guess you would say. Oh, here we go again. Thanks,
Carl
Clyde.
and I, we can put it together.
What?
I
Oh,
folded with him.
okay, thank you. Cloudy's taking over. Now, I've got to get the cable which connects this camera to go to our broadcast box. This is working okay. I'm over at the car now, securing the necessary cable that can put our main camera on the air, and I think we'll just go with that. Just that one camera and some graphics, huh?
Nice car. Like it.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I got it in February, and I've got like, I don't know, 12,000 miles on it already. Thank you, Cloudy. I probably should keep it here just in case. Thank you. So we're putting the video signal cable into the camera. Well, we'll have two cameras anyway. And so let's see if this works. Okay, so we've got two cameras. Now, I don't have any way to hear what's going on. We do not have, as you can see, I don't have headphones on. We do have a UPS plane coming at us. So we'll just watch the planes with our two cameras, and I can pop in your chat after a bit after I get all set up here. I hope the audio is okay. This is not our usual way of doing things. So I think the storm has gone to the north of us. Of course, this is a 757. It's flight 753. It's going to Chicago Rockford International Airport. Our singers are on hiatus. So I'll just have to tell you that this is a 31-year-old plane from the year 1994. Vince Kowaleski saying United Pencil Service. Okay, so I think we're good to go. I haven't heard anything from anybody saying that you cannot hear me. Arizona Rail's telling us this is the 634th 757 ever built. Well, I don't know where it puts where it goes into the pantheon of 757s, because I don't know how many there were built.
Another question.
Yes.
I said yesterday or a couple days ago.
Yes.
Do you have merch?
We do. It's available at our online. I don't have it available. I mean, I've got a sticker. You want a sticker? That's free. So I gotta get it from out here.
Google Runway DFW
Pardon me?
I just Google Runway DFW store, will find it.
No, there's a link in the description of our broadcast, so you should find it there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night. All right, let me make sure I've plugged in the power of our stream. You know what? I'm just going to leave the power. I'm going to let it run on its own power tonight. See how long it lasts. I'm going to live dangerously tonight. So here we go. Our first departure of the day, if you don't count the A380 that we put up as a separate video earlier tonight before we could get our gear in gear. So if you've stuck with us through the rain delay, I appreciate that very much. I know that's not much fun. Well, the other thing we don't have tonight, we got a lot of things we don't have tonight. We don't have music. We don't have ATC. What else don't we have? So it's bare bones. I haven't even put in our graphics yet. I can do that. Let's see here. I've got that. And we need our meatball. There's a meatball. Okay, so now we can tell you that you're watching Runway DFW After Dark. That's a big A380 there. The Qantas A380 that we saw last, well, on Tuesday. That was a shot from there. And I would like to show you at this moment a 747. That one has not yet lit up on the radar. It's a UPS 747 headed out to Louisville, the UPS Worldport, and who's to say where it's going to take off from tonight? I certainly can't. Get a good evening from NXT? Rochelle Sutcliffe, doing volunteer work with CPD. Volunteers get a tip of the hat from us. Michelle RS, one of our mods and Quadra Channel members, is Cloudy here. Yes, she is. She's here with Tate from Qantas, a flight attendant with Qantas who came in, I think, yesterday, and also with her husband, who is a pilot for American Airlines. So I'm sorry I'm still a little behind on messages. Garlic Toast Life likes the thumbnail. I like that one too. That was a nice thumbnail, if I must say so myself. All right, we will have, without music, we will have later on coming up our viewer photos segment. Coming in from FAT, Fresno, California, American 1827, 737-800, as darkness falls over the big airport. Sun went down, I think probably about 8:37, I'm guessing. We should also be able to do the Stamp Your Passport segment, where you can show us, if you choose, where you're watching from. It's a crowd pleaser. We are looking now for American Eagle 3964 from Corpus Christi, Texas. And my button, my on-the-air button was being a little recalcitrant. That's an Embraer 175, if I've ever seen one. And now, as the lights come on here at Founders Plaza, we've got a Queen of the Sky backing out. This has not yet popped up on the radar, but we know it's a 747. We know it's UPS. We know it's going to Louisville, the World Port. Earlier today, there was another ground stop here at DFW and at Dallas Love Field due to stormy weather. And, you know, the rain never got terrible while we were waiting to come on the air. It just was enough, was threatening enough that I didn't want to chance getting everything all turned on and set up and only to have to shut it down. Feather Jansen letting us know that we get Eva Air. Is that coming in at 9:33? That's pretty late. Should be here by now. Johnny Dodge says the tug has wipers. Well, I guess if you're going to lug giant airplanes around, you might need a wiper every now and again. Garlic Toast Life, who was with us early in the broadcast, or before we went on the air, says, I got to go unexpectedly. Have fun, everyone. Watch the replay later tonight. Don't get too wet. Thank you, GTL.
Envoy 3504, hold short when they left the Gulf 8. When they left the Gulf 8, Envoy 3504.
Elias the Boat Nerd saying hello from a very windy, very smoky Minnesota. Yeah, I've been reading about and seeing the pictures of the issues caused by, I guess, wildfires or forest fires in Canada. Sounds awful. Break out those COVID masks you've got squirreled away somewhere, I guess. We're looking here at Delta Flight 948. It's going to Los Angeles. It's an Airbus A319. I have to say, this is really weird not having headphones on. I think I've worn headphones on every broadcast since we started. The issue is tonight that I didn't get a chance to set up our regular audio flow, so this sound is coming to you direct from a wireless microphone into our streaming box. That was the quickest way I could find to get on the air. Back to the UPS Queen now. Veronica Peters.
So it doesn't fly away.
Oh, okay, thank you. I didn't even notice that. Veronica Peters saying we have the wildfire smoke here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania also. Wow. It travels. Arizona Rails, we're expecting stormy weather here later tonight into tomorrow morning in Phoenix. A flood watch has been issued as a result, and as many of you know, we've had some, once again, terrible flooding in Texas, and it has, the last I checked, there were 2 fatalities associated with the flooding in Texas, in a lot of the same places where, unfortunately, they were hit very hard last year. So our thoughts go to our friends in Central and South Texas, where flooding is underway. Cassie says my neighbor is in Cleveland, and she said it's also bad there. talking about the smoke.
1010,
KMTX 78, our new mod, saying hello to everybody. How's about a United? That's like 1535 coming in from Houston Intercontinental Airport, an Airbus A319. That's a 23-year-old plane right there. Now back to the UPS I'm sorry, 747. It is going to Louisville. It is flight 751. It's a 5-year-old airplane, so one of the last, among the last 747s that Boeing built. Should be getting ready to pull forward, and we'll see where it goes. But before that, let's swing over here, catch a Martinair. It's over there somewhere. I heard it. There it is. Flight 648 coming in from Tyler, Texas. Cessna Super Cargo Master. This plane dating back to the year 1989. I think he's got to wait for the 747 to move out so that it can get to its parking space. Let's go back, and I think the Queen of the Sky is underway. Well, I thought I saw some forward movement. Now it'll be in our shot in just a second. I'm sure of it. Jesus Ramirez says, good evening. My brother-in-law just worked the Japan flight earlier. We were talking in the chat about the Japan Airlines flight. It got in late today, late this afternoon, much later than it usually arrives. And it went out before we could get a signal on the air. Well, we're going to swing around here because I could swear that I saw this plane moving, but maybe it was an optical delusion. Now it's moving. So I was going to wait over here and wait for it to come into our shot, like this. Our 200 millimeter lens from this vantage point is not wide enough to take in the whole plane. Now chances are pretty good that this plane is going to go over to the east side to take off, because 18 left, where it would usually take off on the west side, is shortened. But since I don't have the benefit of even hearing the ATC in my headphones right now, I can't tell you where this plane may be being directed. So if you're just tuning in, we are operating on a very low, how should I say it? We don't have all the usual bells and whistles tonight. There's that 1989 vintage Martinair. Supercargo Master. Headed out of sight. American Eagle 3347 is coming in from Monterey, which is why the 747 hasn't made any additional forward progress.
American 1133, turn right heading 190, maintain 10,000, runway 1 left short, clear to take off. Right, we're heading 190.
So I believe the 747 is going south on the central taxiway here before it makes a sharp left turn to go over the bridge to the east side. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a parallel takeoff here. I do not believe.
2325, DFW tower, wind 170,
That A321 behind it off to Phoenix, Arizona. And there's that big turn as it heads over to the Yankee Bridge to make its way over to runway 17 right for takeoff. Yeah, get out of the way. Thanks for that reminder. Our good friend Josh Aldrich and channel moderator from up there in Oklahoma City.
Kilo, cross 20 left, contact ground 25, ground 20 left, 6 kilo, ground on the other side.
Nabil Faroki, did I get that right? Is our newest subscriber, thank you. And we will remind you, if I can get over here, that you are watching Runway DFW After Dark. It's 9:04 here. And I thank you for tuning in to us through all of our travails today. weather related. American 2325 from San Francisco, the city adjacent to the bay. It's an Airbus A321. I don't mean to be a tease, but we do have a special treat in our viewer photos segment. That'll be coming up later in today's stream. American Flight 1037 from Punta Cana in the Dominican, an Airbus A321neo, is our next arrival. So we'll set up camera 1 to point in that direction. Feather Jansen says American Airlines 777 coming in from London to land in the east in 4 minutes. Well, we may peek over there if there's nothing else happening here. So it's almost a, well, by the time it gets to the gate, that'll be a 4.5-hour flight from Punta Cana. That's a pretty long flight for a narrow body plane.
American 1037 Gulf 8, crosswind left, contact ground 25. Gulf 8, crosswind left, ground 85, American 1037.
Thank you, David. The Peacock A380 for that mention. There's somebody you know over here. American 3639 from Laredo, Texas, and Embraer 170 is our next arrival. All right, we're going to look over to the northern skies once again for American 2024. This one coming in from Los Angeles on runway DFW.
Envoy 3676, visual 18 right. Envoy 3676, DFW tower, wind 16010, runway 18 right, clear to land. 18 right, clear to land, Envoy 3676.
American Flight 81 coming in from London Heathrow, 777-300ER, is coming in over on the east side. So let's see if we can get that in our sights. Here on Runway DFW.
2024, hold short when he left the Whiskey Lima. Short when he left Whiskey. 236 10, turn right, heading 190, maintain 10,000, runway when he left short, quick takeoff. Heading 190.
Should see it in a second here. We shan't be seeing it for very long, however. That's a CRJ 900 off to Pensacola, Florida. American Eagle 5510. We're instead going to tilt up and wait for the arrival of American 2634 from Sacramento. This is going to be an Airbus A321. I know, you don't see it yet. I guess what we haven't talked about yet is this big old plane over here at Terminal D. That is, of course, the Qantas Super Roo, the Airbus A380, scheduled to depart usually at around 11 o'clock p.m. So about a little less than 2 hours from now. Hopefully, it'll be on time tonight. Seattle Flight's telling us that thunderstorms caused delays at SeaTac. The FAA issued a ground stop for some planes headed to Seattle Airport so far today. 459 delayed, 3 canceled flights. As we welcome Edward King as our newest subscriber. Thank you, Edward. The reason you keep seeing me is our way of not whipping the camera around and giving you a headache as we switch shots on our main camera. Waiting now for American 2597 off to Burbank, beautiful downtown Burbank, California. There it is. This is a MAX 8. It's a MAX 8 on our mini stream tonight. Only 2 cameras, no sound, no extraneous sound, no ATC. This is pretty basic. Might be able to hear the ATC in the distance. It is piped in over a loudspeaker here, and we normally hook up a microphone right over to it so you can hear what they're saying. But the circumstances tonight precluded us from doing that. American Eagle 6295 is coming in from Santa Fe. Yes.
You're doing a vlog or?
Yes, I'm doing it live.
Wait, can you share it to social media or Instagram or?
To YouTube.
YouTube?
Yes.
YouTube?
YouTube, sir.
Wait, so I'm gonna be on YouTube?
Well, no, because you're not on 'em. I'm pointing at the planes right now.
But can I be on YouTube? Can you show me? Like,
I can't really do that because
I
I'm.
graduated on Runway High School. I graduated from Runway High School in Timberline.
Well, congratulations. There's a plane from Santa Fe, New Mexico,
Can I see?
CRJ 701ER. That's what's going out right now. That's our picture.
That's the airplane now?
Yep.
Skywest 6295, angle C, cross 18 left, taxi, cross shot out, ground 0.65 bridge.
And there's the skyline of downtown Dallas as we await the arrival of American Eagle 3382 from Waco, Texas, at Embraer 175. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Downtown.
Excuse me, that's downtown, yes. Margie Ann says there are 2 FedEx MD-11s with their transponders on here in Anchorage. We're only high in Anchorage right now. I would love to see those. Here's Skittles saying hello from Washington State. Hello, Skittles. She's a Quad Jet channel member. And a future airport executive. After getting her degree in airport management, I think it was. So as I always tell Skittles, when she becomes the boss of an airport, we're going to lobby her to make a luxurious plane spotting area. Got another E-Jet coming in right behind this one, American Eagle 3691 from Wichita, Kansas. So we'll get set up for that. There's the Mariana, Texas. I don't think you're our newest member, are you? I thought you had been a member. Waze, did I put that on there? Waze is watching from Quebec in Canada. We welcome our Canadian viewers. This is the, what you're looking at there is the monument here that says Founders Plaza on it. Got a UPS 767 backing out. It will be off to Louisville. See some emergency vehicles, a fire truck and an ambulance. David, I miss them too. The MD-80s, the tri-jets. We will occasionally see tri-jets, not usually here, but from Love Field. There's a number of baby tri-jets that we see. The Dassault Falcons. Those are fun to see. That plane coming in from Austin, it's an Embraer 170, flight 3402, American Eagle. Well, if you stick around long enough tonight, you should be able to see the Qantas A380, which we looked at a little earlier. Fingers crossed it'll go out right around 11 o'clock or between 11 and 11:30, and we'll get you a shot like this one when it comes around the bend to take off. Tate.
Open your car, you can have a look at I've got you something.
Oh.
I'll put you in the front seat.
Oh, okay. I've got to unlock it. Oh, that's Tate, who's a. You saw him there, David. Were you watching? Who's a flight attendant for Qantas, who came in yesterday on the A380, and I think he's going back tomorrow. So he's got a little hiatus here, and he's enjoying good times with Cloudy and her husband. So that's Cloudy's husband there in the blue shirt. That's Tate there standing next to him. Good people.
Third in line is 747 Singapore.
Oh, cool.
Just FYI.
Thank you. That's running late. It usually comes in earlier. Okay, so Cloudy informing us that third in line to land, we've got a Singapore cargo 747-400. So stay tuned for that. And Heather Jensen says we've got Eva Air coming in here on the west side as well. Or is it going out? No, it would be coming in. So yeah. Eva Air, of course, coming in from Taipei, and the 747 Singapore Airlines cargo. Where's that coming from tonight? Anchorage. We have some gifted memberships from or a gifted tri-jet membership from KMTX78, our new mod. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't like when people sneak up on me. I shouldn't feel that way currently because I don't have headphones on. Having headphones on and being locked into what's going on here, that's usually what throws me off. But when somebody, this latest interloper, and I don't mean Tate. This is not the 747. This is the plane which immediately precedes it. It's an American Airlines coming in from, I believe, Colorado Springs. So yes, flight 1695 from Colorado Springs, 737-800. And now we get to see the 747. And not too far behind it, of course, the EVA Air. So, super happy fun times here at Runway DFW at DFW Airport tonight. A rear view mirror, you say? I guess that's not a bad idea. As one who doesn't like to get startled. But then how would I look at that? There's too many other things to look at. All right, here comes the 747. I'll be quiet. It's lit up very nicely tonight. The tail all aglow and the headlights illuminating the front of the fuselage. So I'd like to reiterate once again, which I can't reiterate something once again because you are reiterating it. So that's probably a misspeak there, but anyway, to reiterate, this is kind of an atypical transmission for us in that we don't have all of our usual equipment hooked up. It's got two cameras. We've got our graphics. We don't have any music. We don't have any ATC tonight because we wanted to get on the air as quickly as possible after a rain delay. So I invite you to come back again next time when we hope to have all of our regular stuff set up. So Alex, airside, is saying getting great audio from the planes on the wireless mic. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, and thank you for relaying that information because, you know, while I can usually hear the mix in my headphones, I don't have headphones on tonight. See, we've got Alaska, flight 550. It's going to Seattle, a 737-900. That'll be the next takeoff here on Runway DFW. Yes.
Can he say hello to Peacock 380?
Absolutely. I didn't know if he'd want to. I mean, I couldn't remember. Some people don't like to be on camera or don't like to talk.
I'm not very photogenic.
Okay, so now we bring you. We're going to say hello to Tate, who is here from Australia. He is a flight attendant for Qantas, and
No, we're not in down.
I know.
We're kind of in down under.
step up to the plate here. There's Tate and
Cloudy.
I know your name.
Hey Peacock A380, how are you?
Hey, David. We miss you here.
Yeah. Why didn't David come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. He should have come. He should have come.
He should have come.
Well,
maybe
we'll-
maybe next time.
Well, we'll see you guys in September.
We're so looking forward to coming to Dorkfest.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I came yesterday on the A380, 13,810 kilometres.
That's a long trip.
Very long trip, 15 hours and 5 minutes.
So, as a flight attendant, how long do you have to be on duty actively, or I guess what kind of rest break do you get, or do you get one?
We split our duties because there's 22 crew operating, half on, half off. We had what we call is short, long, short, 1 hour, 3 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour. The rest is all service.
Wow. Okay. Well, so you feel like you get enough. I mean, it seems like they're pretty good breaks, but there's a lot to do in between, right?
There's always stuff to do. I didn't actually sleep at all on the plane.
Oh boy. Did you have any unruly passengers?
Never.
Don't lie.
Never.
Okay. Well, you heard it from a Qantas flight attendant. No unruly passengers.
But it's nice to come here and see you, Walt. It's a pleasure listening to you from Australia down under. It's a privilege.
Well, thank you. Thank you so
I'm pinching
much.
myself that I'm here. Because only 3 days ago I was watching you live in Sydney, Australia. It's amazing.
It is amazing. I mean, I really, it's hard for me to comprehend as well. As I've told many times, when I started in television, to do this, you would need a couple of trucks and satellite dishes and generators and you wouldn't be able to reach anybody with a phone in their hand. You'd have to send it out to another TV station. So this is just it's amazing. I marvel at it.
I'm still amazed that planes take off, how big they are. So, yeah.
You should be used to it by now. Is the A380 your favorite aircraft that you've worked on?
Absolutely.
Now I read recently, last week I think, that Qantas has announced a date for retirement of the A380. Although I guess that's a start date, and then they'll slowly retire it after 2032.
That is correct.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Will you is that going to be? Will you still plan to be working at that age?
I hope so. I'm still young, Walt.
I didn't say, but a lot of people like to retire early. I'm old, but I haven't retired yet. But I don't know about other people.
You're mature, Walt. You're
I'm mature. I'm
mature.
mature. I don't know about
But yeah,
that.
we're getting the 350s next year in September, so October. So that's going to be interesting, doing Sydney, London, or Sydney, New York. Approximately 22 hours each flight.
Have you flown on the 350 before?
Never.
What do you think about the Project Sunrise? Would you like to serve on that route?
Absolutely. I work for the greatest company. Qantas is the best airline ever. So I'm very privileged and very lucky.
There's other good airlines out there.
Cloudy's husband works for American Airlines.
You're biased as
but
well,
they are,
Cloudy.
but
You're
they're
biased.
they are both One World members.
Yes.
True.
So-
True.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's not start an argument on Walt's stream.
No, never.
Well, thanks you guys for stopping in and for being here. And I know Tate left me something in my car. I'll have to go check it out later. But thank you for that in advance.
No, thank you very much. It's always nice watching your stream. Always.
Thank you so much.
See you later, Dave. Love you lots and lots. I'll see you in
Bye,
24 hours.
24
I'll
hours.
see you in 24 hours.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks again, Walt.
Yep. There's Tate and Cloudy. That was fun. I would like that. All right, where is our camera pointing towards? It's pointing towards there. Hope you didn't mind that little interlude of fun times. We've got American 3946 from Fargo coming in. It's an Airbus. It's an Embraer 175. We'll tilt up and catch it in progress. A Bowles says this stream always feels like the Bob Ross of plane spotting. For those of you who don't know, Bob Ross was an artist who had a lot more hair than I do, I must say. You headed out?
Yeah, take
Great
care.
seeing you.
Nice to see you too, all right?
Okay. Bye, you guys.
See you, dog face.
Bye, Kurt. Good to see those folks. So anyway, yeah, Bob Ross had a lot more hair than I do. He's also probably, well, I know he was a lot more talented, certainly artistically. But it's nice to, it's very generous to have that comparison. All right. Coming into focus now, I hope, another E-Jet. Coming in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at number 175, American Eagle 4098. As another UPS jet revs up, Flight 761 to Ontario, California. Should see that go out. It's a 767. So Feather Jensen reminding me that we've got Eva Air coming in, and that is next. So once again, we will swing the big camera one around. Get ready to receive this Dreamliner. It's a 7879 coming in from Taipei. It's running late tonight. This was due in at 8:50, so it's not running too much later. I think they must have changed the schedule. It used to come in earlier in the day. It's got the 787 emblazoned on the front of its fuselage. And so ends a 14-hour and 8-minute flight from Taipei. Meanwhile, here comes, I think, well, we'll wait for it. We're about to see UPS 761 ready to begin its journey to Ontario, California. I think you see the headlights there. We're waiting for it to enter our fuel division. Grand Prairie Cobra wants to know where we're located. We're at Founders Plaza, which is the official plane spotting area that is provided to us by Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. It's on the northwest side of the field. We were talking to Tate about Project Sunrise. I should have explained. I know many of you know what that is. It's the Qantas plan to provide a non-stop flight from Sydney to London, which would be, I believe, the world's longest when it is implemented. In fact, I read that Airbus, which is supplying the specially adapted A350 jet, which Qantas will use on that service, they're about to launch a test flight from Toulouse, which is where that plane is. The final assembly of the A350 takes place, Toulouse in France. They're going to fly from there, I think, to Sydney as a test. And Tate was saying he'd love to be on that, to be a flight attendant on that route. Lenka Zubrovna is again with us. Greetings from Prague in the Czech Republic. So good to see you again. United Flight 1565 just touching down from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Flight 1565. We're going to track the arrival of American Flight 3286 from Las Vegas. Why are you looking at me? Look at this camera over here. We'll tilt up to see that, the Las Vegas arrival. Then we'll go back and watch the UPS blasting off. Do I see a Volaris over there? I think I do. We may watch that as well. The Volaris plane we saw over there, flight 801 to Mexico City, that is not it there. That's American Eagle 4961 to some destination in Oklahoma, isn't it? Stillwater, Oklahoma. What have we arriving? We have American Flight 717, an Airbus A321 coming in from Seattle. There goes Valaris. UPS is next to, it's been so long now, I forgot where it's going. Ontario, I think? Yes, Ontario, California for this 767. A 3-year-old 767. Battling for Brody says, "Where is my hellos?" Well, I hope you understand. I'm operating under a situation tonight where I don't have all my regular monitoring going on. So I hope that you will bear with us. Is this what I think it is? I believe this is the FedEx 757 coming in tonight from Alliance Airport in Fort Worth, a 16-mile trip. We saw this on Tuesday night coming in on 13 right. Tonight on 18 right, where it belongs. Without a doubt, the shortest flight we see on a scheduled basis here at DFW Airport, as far as I know. This is a 33-year-old 757 freighter. And once again, coming in from Alliance Airport in Fort Worth. It took off 14 minutes ago on, if it were a crow flying between here and there, which is entirely conceivable in this case. It would be about 16 miles to the west of here, where Alliance Airport is. Now this bird's got to trek on the ground, probably another 15 minutes or so, depending on other traffic on the taxiways. So I had to go from the southwest side of the airport to the northeast side in order to get to the FedEx cargo facility over there. From Santa Ana it comes. That was flight 2688, American Airlines, a 737-800.
American 688 Romeo, hold short 1 left to Whiskey Lima. Hold short 1 left, Whiskey Lima. American 2709, contact approach 2. Let's be American 2709.
Here's American flight 790. Off to Colorado Springs, a 737-800. Battling for Brody is our newest member. Thanks so much. There's a Frontier plane. It is it's kind of in timeout. It's waiting to go to San Francisco, where they do have a queue you've got to get into to get to San Francisco. I think you might have seen their Turkish is headed out to Istanbul. A likely east side departure. Oh, so we have some gifted memberships now. This is one thing I'm having trouble seeing. Let me see if I can acknowledge that here. Ah, I see Francis Waite gifted a Runway DFW membership. Thank you, Francis.
DFW arrival information, echo departure information, Foxtrot altimeter 3006.
And we've got Rudy in the house. Hello, Rudy, LA Plane Spotter. You know him from he's all over the social medias at LA Plane Spotter. Thanks, Rudy. Good to see you. Rudy's been all over the place. He's been, to Seattle, to Boston. Have you gotten to New York yet? I'm not sure, but always great to see you. Thank you for that little reminder, Vince. You know, this is kind of an odd broadcast. I'll describe it for our new viewers. And that is that we're operating at a very minimal setup tonight, without all of our usual gear, because of a rain delay. I want to get on the air as soon as we could, and so We've got no ATC, we've got no music. I'm limited as to what I can see as far as your messages go, so we're just winging it today, no pun intended. Oh, maybe there's a pun intended. We've got American Flight 757, a Boeing aircraft number, operated tonight, as always, by an Airbus aircraft coming in from the home of Boeing, Seattle. All right, let me see if we've got anything major going on here. Let's see if we can look at Turkish, shall we? Turkish Flight 192. Tonight, being operated by an Airbus A350-900. It will be taking off to Istanbul. Our expectation is that it will make a turn here to go to the east side. There's that Frontier plane bound for San Francisco, waiting for its turn. And speaking of turns, there goes Turkish 192, turning on the Yankee Bridge to go to the east side. Well, you know, this is a good time. We're going to try to bring you viewer photos. So many of our viewers have been kind enough to share with us photos that they've taken, almost always aviation related, and they invite us to share those photos with you, and that's what we're going to do right about now. Here in our viewer photos segment, you'll just have to hum along with music tonight because we don't have any. So, if you're interested in sharing your aviation photos with Runway DFW, we'll tell you how to do it at the end of this segment. So let's see what's first here from Samuel Rosebrock in Indianapolis. He says this is a plane you don't see too often at Indianapolis International Airport, a National Cargo 747. So thank you for sharing that with us, Samuel. Our next entry, we got several from Alex O. Alex Airside. I'm not sure how he wanted to be known here, but he's in the chat as Alex Airside, so thank you, Alex. An F-22 Raptor at Shepherd Air Force Base. Picture taken a couple of years ago. That is an imposing looking aircraft from up close, is it not? Or can you even see it because it's so stealthy? It's got another one, very nice shot. It looks like it was taken in the golden hour of a British Airways A380 from his backyard. It's nice to have a backyard where you can get shots like that. So thank you, Alex, for that. And I think he has one more for us. Well, actually two of the same photos. A Spirit of St. Louis replica at the Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum. What year is that? I can't tell because we got it covered up with our logo there. Let's see here. Take that out. 2019. So that's from a couple of years ago. But yeah, that's a replica of the Spirit of St. Louis, which flew, of course, famously, piloted by Charles Lindbergh over the Atlantic from Long Island, New York to Paris. The first solo crossing of the Atlantic. There's a little close-up, better close-up of it. A legendary an iconic aircraft. So thank you for sharing that with us, Alex. What is next? Okay, now this is interesting. Now this goes way back to 1972 in August. It's a Piper Cherokee, which was part of the fleet at Culver Military Academy. I believe that's in Indiana. And who's this submitted? What? This was submitted by Mrs. Runway DFW. What? Are there more? Why, yes. And there is a very young Mrs. Runway DFW before she took on that title, posing with a glamour shot next to the Piper Cherokee. There she is. I can't tell if she's either trying to start it up or no. I guess she's looking at the engine, I suppose, is what's happening there. I thought for a second she was getting ready to spin the propeller, but so. And I think we have one more shot. There she is, standing on top. Now I should tell you that Charlene did not ever solo. She did fly it with an instructor aboard, but she kind of, I guess it wasn't for her, this flying business. So, but I have to tell you, she has more hours behind at the yoke of an aircraft than I have ever had, because I have had 0. So, cheers to you, Mrs. Runway DFW. Thank you for sharing those photos with us, and if you have photos to share, there's the address, walt@runwaydfw.com. It helps if you tell us when and where the photograph was taken, and any details you can remember or that you documented about your photograph, which helps us describe it to our audience. So thanks again to everybody who sent in some photos. And by the way, those photos, those last few photos, they were very yellowed. They were color pictures, but they were yellowed, and so I let AI sharpen them up and kind of bring them back to life as far as color goes. The color looks very authentic. And I asked AI not to change anything significant, so hopefully it didn't. The Frontier flight, which has been waiting to depart to San Francisco, it looks like it's next in line. It's flight 3999, an Airbus A320neo with Chinook the Gray Wolf on the tail. Yes, Charlene gave those to me in an envelope, in a manila envelope, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. I forgot I had them. So they were fun to see. Hoagie says, howdy Walt, may I ask how you got into the aviation photography from your TV background perhaps? You do a great job, have a pleasant evening. Get this Delta coming in first. And I've regaled you with this story many a time, but no, really, I was getting kind of, I don't know, I guess you would say burned out with my full-time job, which I still do as running a TV news website. But I've been in TV news since 1975, full-time. And So it was in 2021 when I first became aware of Jerry at Big Jet TV in London doing this kind of stuff. And he was certainly among the first, Jerry was. And then in that same year, 2021, Kevin at Airline Videos Live, well, he had been on YouTube for a while doing recorded videos. He started doing live streams as well. And I thought, this is so interesting. I was really fascinated by seeing the planes landing and taking off and the commentary. And I thought, well, there must be somebody at DFW Airport doing the same exact thing. But at the time, there was not, or at least I couldn't find anybody doing it. So, given the fact that I have TV news background and the technology was just starting to get to the point where you could conduct a live stream and use your phone to make the connection, I thought, well, I'd give it a try. So it was late November of 2021 when we started up, and been going ever since. I'm going to slide over here for just a second. We're going to see an Airbus A300. That is UPS Flight 755. It's going to Chicago Rockford International Airport on that A300. We get to see most all of the UPS fleet here on any given night. Of course, we don't see the MD-11s anymore, but we see the 747 usually, the 767, the 757, and the A300. The plane we don't see, I believe UPS has some 777s in its fleet. I may be wrong, but we don't generally see those here. Oh, thank you for those kind words, brave kumquat. Yeah, I feel kind of naked out here. As I said, I can't remember the last time I did a broadcast without headphones on. So to anybody walking by, it probably looks very much as though I am talking to myself, which I guess I am in a way, but I'm talking to you. Really, we know that. Here's that Frontier flight going off to San Francisco finally after its hiatus, waiting for the call from SFO. Well, the thing I mean, the music you can take it or leave it. A lot of people could leave it, but what I do miss is not being able to inject the air traffic control into our stream. So, you know, a big part of a good video is good audio. And you can have a really great picture, but if the audio sounds off mic or tinny, or something's wrong with the audio, it just really throws it off, for me as a viewer anyway. So off to SFO goes that plane. Here's me swinging around. I think we've got the A300 going out next. We do still have at our disposal the Stamp Your Passport segment. It's so funny, as I move around here, I keep thinking I have a cord attached to me, which I usually do. We're usually not. I'm usually not wireless. I'm tethered to our SAMU by a cable which connects my headphones to our soundboard, which we don't have tonight. It's just I just got a wireless microphone clipped on me. So I have this freedom of movement that I'm not accustomed to. That American Airlines plane you saw in the foreground there, that is also waiting its turn to go to San Francisco. We've got the Oklahoma City Challenge here. We've got American Flight 2891 from Oklahoma City coming in right now on an Airbus A319. And we've got American Eagle 3727 going out to Oklahoma City, about to take off. This is an Embraer 175. This is the incoming flight, of course. On the mainline jet. So that's the arriving flight from Oklahoma City. And here goes the departing flight to Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City, of course, the home of our own Josh Aldrich. Oklahoma City is also going to be the site for two Olympic events, Summer Olympic events in, what is it, 2028, I think it is? Now, it's the Olympics are in Los Angeles, but some events will be held away from Los Angeles, and for some reason, I think it's softball and some kind of canoeing event will be taking place in Oklahoma City. And the only reason I knew that is because earlier this week they opened up volunteer applications for the games in Oklahoma City. American 5574, American Eagle 5574. There it is. It's a CRJ arriving from Austin, Texas. CRJ 900. It's American 3287. 737-800 on its way to LAX. So I tell you what we're gonna do. I sound like a carnival barker. We are going to try our Stamp Your Passport segment. This is where we invite you to share your location with us. Now it's entirely voluntary. And to do that, you just type in the chat, hello from, and then your location. Don't add any extraneous words or phrases or emoji, just hello from your location. So hello from Dallas, Texas, hello from London, England. You can be as specific or as, well, not as specific, but you can just make it, your location be a country or a state if you don't want to be too specific about where you are coming to us from. And so let's give it a try, shall we? Let me turn it on first of all. Is it on? No, I gotta turn it on. So what you'll see is a map of the world, and we're gonna put your little emoji on it if you choose, and we'll see how it works. So we go now to the Stamp Your Passport ka-chunk segment. Sans music today, regrettably. We'll go to the world map. And there it is. We've already got some folks who have shared their locations. Let's see who's here. KCNZ4 is greeting us from Massachusetts. Apex Bill from Rowlett, Texas. Where did that go? I guess it didn't take. Vince Kowaleski says hello from 10 miles north of you. That didn't show up. Flyer KG is coming to us from Maryland. And you know what? Is our map frozen? Yes. Hello, David. Our map, and this is kind of a new technology. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to restart it. We'll see if it works. Which I think means we're going to lose everybody who's already put your name in. I apologize for that. I think this is the first time it hasn't worked. All right, so there's a map, and oh, look at that. Everybody's popping up right and left. There we go. There's the Peacock A380. Greetings to you. Brandon Rabbit in La Habra, California. There he is. Our friend Cloudy Sayers in Dallas, Texas. She was just here a little while ago. Carol Sullivan chimes in from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Feather Jensen reminding us that we've got Alaska Airlines with the Tiana Bayou Adventure livery in 6 minutes on the west side. Oh, cool. James is coming to us from Sherman, Texas, here in far north Texas. Aviation Dreams in California. Ken Schmidt from across the sea in Honolulu. Fred69 says hello from Vermont. Tremel Mally Mao is in the Bayou City of New Orleans. Keith TCU in Benbrook here in North Texas. Rodney Backoff is in Clovis, New Mexico. Cindy Dominic from north of the border in Winnipeg. Hobbit Corps in Chicago, the Windy City. Not too far away, Kevin Stover in Evanston. Duncan is checking in from Durant, Oklahoma, just across the Red River from Texas. Our pal and moderator, the Random Spotter. Look where he is, in Guam. And meanwhile, the Peacock A380 misses getting stamps in his passport. We do too, especially Mrs. Runway DFW. She insists on it. Sometimes she gets them. Wild Brink, all the way up there in Anchorage, Alaska, the home of 747s. And I don't even know how to pronounce that. Jeffy DH. T. Dave CRC from Costa Rica. Lenka Zubrovna, if you didn't add those emoji, you'd be able to be on the map. Just say hello from Czech Republic. That would work. Margianne is also in Alaska, in Anchorage. And so that's a little bit of a look at some of the folks who are here with us on Runway DFW tonight. We'll pop that map back in a little later, see any updates. Okay, we've got a special livery on approach. This will not be it. We've got an American Eagle 3729 coming in from Oklahoma City. Hello from Oklahoma City. And just to the south of us, we've got another 767. This is FedEx, what? This is UPS, Flight 793 to its home base in Louisville. And I think I can smell that new plane smell. This moved into the fleet just in February of this year. Quick reminder, you're watching Runway DFW After Dark live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. My name is Walt. That is a plane we will see hopefully in the 11 o'clock hour here. Which means we could see this within the hour. The Qantas A380 headed back to its home base in Sydney. Currently, the A380 is parked at Terminal D, making final preparations. I think I saw Sarah of The Real Deal. There she is, saying hello from Baskin. Hello, Sarah. She was here a couple weeks ago, in person. American Airlines Flight 2228 is about to take off. I'm going to pull back a little bit. You can probably hear it roaring away. It's an Airbus A321. Well, you know, we've got this Alaska livery coming in. There it is. It's the Alaska Airlines special livery. I'm not sure what it is. Definitely the first time I've ever seen it. Flight 549 with Tiana's Bayou Adventure livery, which I gather is some kind of an animation thing. And I imagine that was Tiana on the tail. Didn't get a really great look at it, but it is nighttime. Definitely a departure from the regular Alaska Airlines livery. Abigail Ever After says, oh my God, I worked on that project when I worked for Disney. It is a popular attraction at the Magic Kingdom. And they're passing in front of our Runway DFW camera. UPS Flight 793 to Louisville. But that didn't clear out the UPS stable. However, this will. This is 757. This is also going to Louisville. And it will also head over to the east side for takeoff. And had our singers been available tonight, they would have sung the year 1997, which is when this plane entered service. Well, Brink says Tiana's Bayou Adventure is a log flume attraction at the Magic Kingdom in Disneyland. It's based on Walt Disney Animation Studios' 2009 film, The Princess and the Frog. Okay, so the livery is promoting an amusement park attraction which is based on an animated feature. Yes, I understand. I've got a couple flights coming in. Next up is American Eagle 4894 from Lubbock, Texas, a CRJ 701ER, and following that, a Tide Pod in the form of Sun Country Flight 505 from Minneapolis, St. Paul, a 737-800. All right, just a second. We'll get set up for the Sun Country. I forgot to put our meatball back in there, didn't I? How will you possibly know what you're watching? Now you can. All right, let's get ready for the Sun Country. As many of you are aware, Sun Country is going to be fading into the sunset at some point, as it has been acquired by Allegiant. But I don't think they've announced when or how they're going to conduct that merger. I don't know if they've said yet whether it's going to be all Allegiant or not. We assume it will be. Braxel 1 says, I appreciate joining your channel tonight. Seems like a very nice community. Off to bed in a few minutes. Good night, everyone. Braxel, we welcome you, and we're glad you could spend some time with us. Thank you. I see Rudy is back, or maybe he never left. Hello, Rudy. Wait a minute, FedEx MD-11 in line to land on the east side on 17 Center? What? It's true. Oh my goodness, and at the same time, almost, we've got Cargo Lux Italia coming in from Anchorage, a 747-400. What a dilemma. Well, we've got it. This is one of those times when a MD-11 has to take precedence, obviously. Since this will be the first one we will have seen since UPS decommissioned their fleet. So we're going to try, it's going to be a long distance shot. And we'll try to, we should be able to get the Cargo Lux 747 as well. But first we got to take a look at the MD-11 coming in from Memphis. FedEx Flight 9120, a 34-year-old MD-11. I think I see it. Trijet. Trijet, we welcome you back. Thanks for the heads up, whoever said that in the chat. I appreciate that. Wow. Really didn't realize how much we'd missed this plane. Well, that was fun to see. Let's see if we get another glimpse of it here. Well, how's that for a twofer? So I wish we could bring you more of the MD-11, but it's all the way over on the other side, out of our sight now as it goes over to the FedEx facility. Well, Rolf AZ says the planes look so shiny tonight. I don't know what would account for that. Jim Stevens, hello from my recliner. Hope all are doing well. And Michael J says, if that's not worthy of a like, I don't know what is. Hey, we've got a 757 taking off over here. This is unexpected. I expected this to go over to the east side. This UPS plane going to Louisville. And there it goes. Well, before we get to the A380, let's fire up our parade of Runway DFW members, shall we? This is the part of the show where we show the names of everybody who's a Runway DFW channel member. So let's fire this up. No music tonight. Ah, I know you're saying. No disco music tonight. Let's thank, first of all, our channel member, our channel sponsor, I should say, Mr. James Webb. Thank you, James, for all that you have done for this channel. It's quite amazing. And now let us thank our Quadjet channel members. This list was prepared this morning at 8 a.m. So if you've become a member since then, or upgraded your membership, watch for your name on an upcoming broadcast. All right, let's go. It's 757 Chip leading the way. Alan J., Alan Silva, Alaska Plane Spotter, Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher. Quadjet channel members include Beaker and Honeydew, Becky England, Bev A., Brian D. Hum along, won't you? Charlie Bowles, Charlie Otwell, Chris Harris, Christian Anderson, Christopher Bashford, Chuck TXK, Cloudy Sayers, who was here with us in person tonight. Thank you, Cloudy. Cubs Win, Darren Sorello, David Rutherford. We have Quadjet members Deeg, Doug Jackson, Dronoki, Dwayne C., Eric Coupe, Ernesto Vasquez, Garlic Toast Life, Goose 032, Hagler 17, Harrison Kaufman, Heavy Sink, James Webb, Quadjet channel members Joanne Eidings, John Lipman, John Gregory, Josh Aldrich, Judd Goldberg, Ken Schmidt, KS Avgeek, Lori M, Lucy Romero, M1ZZKT, Michael Flannery, Michelle RS, Mike G, Official Weatherman Josh, more Quadjet channel members, Once Upon a Time, Only Planes Network, Parker, Paul S. 1188, Pete Nordine, Payathon, Raina Taylor, Richard Hamby, Rich F., Rick Hoyler, Rick Zirk, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah The Real Deal, Scott Neer Photography. Thanks as well to Quadjet channel members Sean Bramlett, Skittles, Stephen Shorkey, Steve Lundaby, Texas Girl, The Grinch, Tim Arnold Plays, TNT Oh My, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quadjet channel members. And for the next few minutes, you'll be seeing the names of our other channel members in the Trijet and Twinjet categories. My thanks to each of you for your support of Runway DFW. It's American 3097 going to San Antonio, Texas, 737-800. There, you just saw a kind of ghost livery. It was ABX Flight 102 to Cincinnati, 767 freighter. And so let's get this plane off the ground and then we'll take a look at that. I guessed wrong. There it is. So what can I tell you about this particular aircraft? It is 30 years old. According to the picture I see here on Flight Radar 24, it's got a little teeny tiny American flag on the tail. It's got its registration number on towards the rear of the fuselage in tiny letters, and aside from that, it's pretty blank slate. That particular plane, all white. And it appears to be on its way to, once it gets clearance to cross over 18 left, appears to be headed over to the east side for takeoff. The audio is low. I cranked it up as much as I could, and I'm trying to talk louder than I usually do. Let me see if I can clip this on my glasses, if that helps any. Let me see here. I'll look extra weird, but maybe you'll hear me better. I don't know. Is that any better? Here, I've got the, instead of being on my shirt, it's on my glasses. I don't know if that's any better or not. You tell me. We have a FedEx 767 in line to take off. I should be You should be looking at this now, shouldn't you? So does this sound any better? I'm not sure. So O'Malley saying the volume level slightly lower tonight. So we find that FedEx plane here in the queue. There it is. Well, if you were with us a few minutes ago, you did see a FedEx MD-11, which I don't know how long or if they've been regularly flying those FedEx has been flying those in here to DFW. I hadn't seen any, but we did get to see one earlier this evening, just a little while ago, in fact, coming in on the east side. So we didn't get a great look at it, but it was certainly identifiable as a 3-engine plane. I went to FedEx today, or a FedEx office, to send in some camera gear that I'm not using anymore. So I thought, well, get some money for it. It's actually more of a trade-in because I'm trading it in for something else that I thought we could use on the broadcast here, so. And yes, I know, Mrs. Runway DFW always corrects me when I use the term broadcast. This is not a broadcast technically, of course. It's a stream. I guess it's a webcast. American Eagle. From Corpus Christi, flight 3484. And Embraer 175. Melatonin. I am broadly casting to the world. I guess you can say that. Feather's really been keeping us on our toes today in American Airlines retro livery coming from Washington heading to the east. And she's referring to, well, what is she referring to? Maybe I missed it. Because I am not seeing it. American 2485 coming in from San Diego. An Airbus A321. And now is about the time when we start paying close attention to the goings-on at Terminal D, where we await the departure of the Qantas Subaru. Let me check in on that as far as when we can expect to see that departing. Well, it says estimated departure 10:55 p.m., which is when it's scheduled to depart. So if it does, that'd be pretty amazing. You've just seen the names of our Quadjet and Trijet members, and now for the next few minutes, our Twinjet members. Thanks to each of you for being such a great part of our Runway DFW community. Can I turn my mic off? I was wondering if I could turn my mic off while I take a drink. I'm just going to take a drink. Yeah, things quiet down a bit here at this time of the night. So I believe this plane is American Flight 2430. It's an Airbus A321 which has been waiting its turn to depart to San Francisco, which, as we pointed out, I think this is the third San Francisco bound flight we've seen tonight, which has had to wait for a slot to take off. We welcome new subscriber Pete Theodorson. Did I get that right? Not sure, but welcome Pete to our community. Zygote says American Flight 1904 is now on final. Oh, that's the American retro livery. Okay, that's coming in from Dulles Airport over on the east side. It's, I think, second to be coming in. So we'll try to get a look at that one once it gets close enough for us to zero in on. This is the flight that was, what you're looking at here, the flight that is going to San Francisco after a bit of a wait. The American Airlines retro livery, however, that's my favorite. Aunt G says Qantas Flight 7 coming from Sydney and Qantas Flight 8 going to Sydney pass each other about halfway over the Pacific Ocean. Okay, let's see now if we can take a long distance look at the American Airlines Heritage livery coming in from Dulles Airport in Washington. This is the one with the AA on the tail. Well, not a very distinct look, I'm afraid. But thank you for the alert. We'll go back to Qantas Watch. Okay, Cowboys fan says, I'm excited for all the Oshkosh live streams. That's the Experimental Aircraft Association Big Shindig in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Apparently, from what I understand, it's a smoky place right now. They've got a lot of the smoke coming down from Canada from the wildfires up there. So, but I don't think that should impair the enjoyment. Banana Ball News says, I was going to go to Founders Plaza, but the weather got me. A lot of people loving that American Airlines livery. Sarah, AA, absolutely amazing. Eugene Trench, just tuning in from Belize City in Belize. Welcome to you in Central America. Got a parade of regional jets coming in both on the east and west sides now. It's just turned 11 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone, 11 p.m. I guess that's pretty obvious. And a reminder, you're watching Runway DFW After Dark. A special edition, a special no music edition, and no ATC edition. Because you've been demanding it, haven't you? I think the first thing people wonder is, why is there no ATC? Well, we can show you where the air traffic controllers hang out. At least one of the places. That's the West Tower. Closest one to where we are. Controlling things here on the west side of the airport. And we'll just explain again that we had a rain delay, which meant that we couldn't fully set up, so I cobbled together something that would get us on the air in a minimal fashion. So I speak to you by way of a wireless mic. I don't have my headphones on because that would require more setting up and wiring and things to do. So this is more of, I guess, kind of an experimental thing, just to kind of a proof of concept to see if we can do it without all those extra wires. I guess we can. But we hope to be back to our normal setup coming up on Saturday when we next come to you. I will be coming to the airport on Sunday. My grandson he's flying solo to Oregon to be with another member of his family. It'll be his first solo flight.
Envoy 3642, left Whiskey Kilo, cross runway 18 left, cut ground 45.
So I'll get to take him to the airport, although I don't think more than one person can accompany him to the gate. And that, I believe, will be his mom. And as our crawl expires at the bottom of the screen, I want to thank all of our members once again for your kindness in supporting Runway DFW. Very much appreciated. Helps us pay the bills. So we'll take that out. We'll take the clock out. We'll put our weather stripe back in. It's kind of cool here tonight. Let's see what it says. 78. 78? Really? 78? That's almost freezing, isn't it? Did you feel a bit of a chill? Heading out is American Eagle. Is this it? No, that's not it. We saw taxiing their American 509 to Sacramento, an Airbus A321. About to take off is American Eagle 3431 going to College Station, Texas. Arizona Rail says, luckily we can hear ATC in the distance. Dr. Penguin, I love the shiny American Airlines livery from my youth. Arizona Rail says it's 90 degrees here in Phoenix, although it feels like 95 degrees, supposedly. Let's go back to our world map, our hello from map, where people from across, spanning the globe have checked in with us tonight here on Runway DFW. Thanks to all of you. Flight 509 is what we're looking at here, American Airlines, going to Sacramento, California. It's an Airbus A321neo. Now, if they leave after 11 here, when will they get to Sacramento? Well, this plane's running about 35-40 minutes late. So to get to Sacramento on the west coast, probably about 12:15, 12:30 on Friday morning. It's an E-jet coming into focus, is it? Yes.
Boeing 3431 are now to Laren, runway 18 left short, clear for takeoff. Are now to Laren, runway 18 left short, clear for takeoff, runway 3431. American 1273, hit the side, 1 left short, line from wing. American 1273, line right, 18 left.
It's American Eagle 3803 from Springfield in Missouri, I believe that one is. All right, let's go peek back in. on that gigantic airplane at Terminal D. Any sign of it becoming detached? Can't say that I see any. Hal Swenson saying hello from Boise, Idaho. Jim Bob. Jim Bob? Doesn't sound like a very Australian name. I don't know, maybe it is. Hello from Sydney. Suze7 says hello from Whidbey Island, Washington. I'm gathering that's in the Seattle area somewhere. So it doesn't look as though they've withdrawn that topside gate, or have they? I can't really tell. Drew, about to depart from DFW to Las Vegas. Is that you? Well, I'm looking, I guess maybe you're still in the terminal on that red eye to Las Vegas. Well, we'll look for you if we're still here. Got a viewer in Panama City Beach, Florida, Cade McCoy. Dr. Desmo Dave checking in from Canyon Lake, Texas. Dalb 777 from Mandeville, Louisiana.
Runway 3803, cross runway left whiskey kilo, cut ground 25.
Cross white, left whiskey kilo, ground 85, runway 323,
So Drew says they're on like 1797 to Las Vegas. Well, we'll be on the lookout. Be happy to show your takeoff if we can. We've got American Eagle 3635 from Little Rock, Arkansas, and Embraer 175. And that's going to be coming in presently. I see it now. Give you a look at the empty gates over at UPS. Nothing happening over there because it's all closed up for business tonight. We can take a peek into the ginormous American Airlines hangar, which is just to the south of UPS. I don't see anything in there either.
departure. 16 easy make. American Local 3 Bravo Alpha, DFW Tower, Zulu, cross runway 18 left, hold short of runway wait right.
Zulu, cross 18 left.
Pipe organs and jets, y'all. Hello from Osborne County, Kansas. Big Block Banshee from Crossville, Tennessee. West Maui Brad is informing us that Cathay Pacific is on the move. So we got Cathay Pacific on the radar. That's an A350 1000. It'll be going to Hong Kong. In addition, Qatar Flight 732 to Doha, another A350 1000 is also on the radar. Not yet on the radar is that Qantas A380. I think you can see the tail of the Cathay in the background. I don't think it's lit up tonight, is it? That's a disappointment. Well, it'll be a real treat if we can see this take off here on 18 left, unlikely, 18 right, possible. Neil Smith saying hello from Picton in New South Wales. Apparently our parser did not understand that. I apologize. Dennis from San Francisco, hello to you. Oh, now we got Picton going. There we go. We've got Neil. Mike Reef wants to know where the headquarters for American Airlines is compared to our location. It's just to the south of us, to the, I guess, southwest technically. It'd probably be about a 10 or 15 minute drive from here. We're on the north side of the airport. It's a big airport. And oh, now they've lit up their tail. Cathay has. Maybe somebody nudged them. That's the new Terminal D there in the, I'm sorry, new Terminal F, I should say, off in the background. And here comes the pretty big plane on its own right, the A350 1000, pulling in front of its big brother, the A380. Fiji flight 891 is also on the radar now. That's another A350, although it's a Dash 900. So lots of big planes getting ready to take off. Do we have an update on the status of Qantas Flight 8? Well, still shows estimated departure of 10:55, so I think that's wrong. I'm going to say that is wrong. It's an aspirational departure time, I would say.
American 2673 at Whiskey Lima, cross the
But look, you know, hang on, you will be seeing this. Isn't that worth it? To see that close up? Sure. Chris Gand or Chris G. And? Good evening, everyone. Josh, are you in Los Angeles tonight? Well, it says you are. All right, so I haven't been able to hear the... Oh, I have a... Oh, wait a minute. I have a workaround. Well, as you can see, the big A350-1000 is turning, making a turn for the east side. It is all nicely lit up, though.
American Local 756 Heavy, DFW Tower at Zulu, cross 018 left, hold short of running white right. Cowboy 3883, cross 018 left at Whiskey Lima, then cut a ground 25.
Alright, cross 20 left to Whiskey Lima, the ground.
So a leisurely look at Cathay Pacific beginning its journey to Hong Kong from the wrong side of the airport,
American Local 756 Heavy,
in our
20 right
opinion.
at Zulu, and receive the Charlie to the ramp.
20 right, Charlie to the ramp, local 756 Heavy.
Larry says DFW Airport is so big it has its own zip code. What is the zip code? I don't know what the zip code is. William Murtha noting that the difference between the Dash 900 and the Dash 1000 A350s is the six-wheel bogies. Okie Mark says, does the Qantas A380 ever take off near the estimated time? We've seen it, I think the earliest we've seen it actually lifting off the ground is, at least in recent weeks, has been around 11:30. And I think this plane's getting ready to be close to being pushed back. But that may be wishful thinking. I believe our friends who are going to Las Vegas are about ready to take off. Somebody referring to this as After Dark Light. So this would be American Flight 2872 going to Las Vegas in Airbus A321neo, I believe. One of our viewers is on that plane.
DFW target American 9830's visual, 20 right.
American 9830 needs to sounding white right, total land 115.015.
Clear to land 18 right, American 9830.
Philip Knoll says hello from Dallas, flying to Chicago O'Hare in the morning. I hope you have a great flight. Rohit Parkal. I'm flying out of D.C. to Jackson, Mississippi on Southwest via Baltimore, Washington early tomorrow morning. I hope you have a great flight as well, Rohit. Drew McCullough is currently watching from American Flight 531, pushing back from gate D33. Where is Flight 531 going to? Going to Tulsa on a 737-800. Well, we'll be on the lookout for you as well. Well, I don't know what the delay is with this Vegas-bound aircraft. We do have American Flight 1711 coming in from San Francisco on an Airbus A321 in just a sec. John Pratt saying hello, as is Matt Simmons. We welcome everybody in. Okay, we're going to tilt up to see this San Francisco arrival. Subaru still appears to be in the bay at Terminal D. It looks like the Cathay Pacific Flight 875 is about to embark on its flight to Hong Kong. What we'll do here, widen out, we will pan over. And we will endeavor to bring you the liftoff of Flight 875 Cathay Pacific to Hong Kong. Thank you, Frog45. It has been a bit truncated tonight due to the rain delay and, well, still fun. I see another flight going to Las Vegas, Flight 1797 over there on the east side. I don't know which one is our viewer. I can't remember the flight number. All right, Cathay Pacific is rolling. We'll see that here in a second from beyond the buildings in the center of the airport. That's it. It's turned off its tail. The light on its tail, anyway. So I think departures from here on the west side have had to pause because this plane is turning towards the west, and I want to make sure everybody stays in their lane. So what have we departing now? Looks as though it's American Eagle 4282 to Columbia. Columbia, Missouri. Or Missouri. Arizona Rail says our viewers on American 1797. So I think that's the one on the east side, or at least pushed back from the east side. Should be coming over here. Oh, was that Fiji? I think we just went by there real quick. We'll go back to that. No, Qantas still docked. Let's see if we can see Fiji here. There it is, all by its lonesome. See if I can get any insight as to where this will take off from. Michael says the schedule for Qantas Flight 8 definitely has some padding. They can leave 30 minutes late and still arrive 30 minutes early depending on winds. So that's the situation with Fiji. Let's go back here and see if Qantas has moved a muscle. And while it's on the radar, I don't think it's done any moving yet.
American 446 on out to depart, runway 1 left short, so takeoff.
Right after departure, depart American 446.
American 2872, DFW Saturday, 1 left short, line up and wait.
Runway 1 left short, line up and wait, American 2872.
Departure flight 4865 departure.
Off to San Francisco goes American Flight 446 and Airbus A321neo. You don't see it yet, but there it is. We've caught up with it.
American 9830, cross runway 1 left, all taken at ground 45.
Cross money left at Colby, contact ground American 9830.
Yes, you are watching Runway DFW After Dark Light tonight.
American 662, DFW Tower, if you're on, go down to Whiskey Foxtrot, please.
This would be American 2872 to Las Vegas and Airbus A321neo. Not the flight to Las Vegas that our viewer is on. Fiji is going over the bridge to the east side for takeoff.
American 2872, on out to depart, runway 1 left short, so takeoff.
Right after depart, runway 1 left short, pick up American 28.
We'll
November 905, Bravo 0, tower cross, Airbus 321 departure.
briefly see Fiji in the background there. There it goes. Let's look at that. We won't be seeing Fiji for too much longer. It is the airline has announced it's ending its service to DFW. I think in September. And a darn shame it is. Got a Frontier Airbus A320neo coming in from Los Angeles. With a Carl the Coyote there on the tail. Coyotes are a fairly regular sight here at DFW Airport, prowling around. American 5312 Tulsa, Oklahoma, 737-800.
Bravo, taxi, Fox.
Ed Clark says, Walt, how about this weather in DFW? 78 degrees in the middle of July? I know. Flight 662 to the Mile High City of Denver, and Airbus A321 is poised for takeoff. And once again, we continue to wait with continuous coverage, awaiting the departure of Qantas Flight 8 to Sydney, the A380. What? Ah. At 11:39, Qantas pushing back. That's what I just said, okay, Cowboys fan. Well, Josh is excited about that. I think we all are. Now, unless something has changed, this plane will be taking off from runway 18 right, which once again gives us a view, a close-up view, kind of like that. And I know we have some Australian viewers tonight, so we're glad you're here with us to see this event. Before we see Qantas take off, I think we'll be able to take a look at Fiji Flight 891 going into the night sky, the A350-900. It is over on the east side, lining up to take off. We'll switch over to that when appropriate. Kingaroo, that's a pretty good name for that plane, for that particular aircraft. Is its tail blinking at us? Did you see that? Is it sending a signal? Or is it just got a bad light bulb? I don't know. Meredith Holmes just in time for a Subaru. On our main broadcast tonight, we did not get to show you the British Airways A380 taking off tonight because we were still kind of in rain protection mode. However, I did put up a video of it from my phone of British Airways taking off this evening. So if you've got a hankering for A380s, it's there for you to look at over in the video section of our channel. We didn't show it live. Kiwi Whisper says, Johnny unplugging the lights again. Sean says ATC will not send Qantas A380 over Zulu Bridge. She's near max gross takeoff weight, too heavy. Well, thank goodness. Some good news tonight. Still waiting for Fiji to take off on the east side. We'll hope to bring you that soonish. So it's just kind of a waiting game here. Francis N., we're glad you're with us from Sydney. William Murphy, I've heard this joke before. The funniest flight number and destination for Lufthansa, flight 2222 to Toulouse. I guess they did that, and that's a real thing, right? I guess they did that on purpose. I just put in my 747 filter on my flight radar to ensure that we didn't have any that were imminently going to visit us. And the answer was negatory. All right, it looks now that Fiji is on the move, so we're gonna kind of zoom out here for a quick look at the flight that's headed to Nadi/Nandi, depending on who's pronouncing it. I think we're in the right range. See this one take off. It's on the other side of the airport, so it'll be rising up from behind buildings. think. Did I miss it? How could I have missed it? Somehow I missed it. Sorry, folks. Maybe you saw it and I didn't. So the King of the Skies begins its long taxi up to where we are. Patrick Byrne says, I thought I saw Fiji sneak out of frame as I was panning. Well, my apologies to all. Trying to see where this is going. I don't think I've seen it take this route before. Well, maybe I have. I guess it's going to be coming up the taxiway betwixt runways 18 right and 18 left. Designated as E. A shot of it framed by the towers of Cedar Hill. Yes, Echo. For some reason, that wasn't coming to mind. Like, what comes after Delta? Oh yeah, Echo. While you may think this would be the longest flight from DFW, it is not. Qantas has another flight from here to Melbourne. That is the longest flight from DFW. Also, I read recently, that's the third longest, currently the third longest commercial passenger flight in the world, nonstop. That is operated by a Dreamliner, that route. That's what, a 16 and a half hour flight, I think, from here to Melbourne.
There's going to be one more arrival to 18 right. He's about 15 miles out, and I'll get the super out for the inspection.
So I'm just hearing from the tower that there's one more arrival coming in before the Qantas takes off. So it'll have to wait for that, but it's about 15 miles out. So it is waiting for American Eagle 3727 from Oklahoma City. And then after that comes in, this will take off, and then they will close 18 right for inspection as they normally do after an A380 takes off. I would like to thank Church Liquid, is that what it is, for an Australian $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Love this channel, especially late at night DFW time. Appreciate that so much. Thank you for your kind contribution to our enterprise here. Of course, in Australia, it is Friday afternoon. But you can't have much better finale than this, I wouldn't say. Just an alert to our affiliates, we will not be having a chat extravaganza tonight because there's frankly not a lot to put away. So no chat extravaganza following this broadcast. We will do credits. So this plane will have to cool its jets for a couple of minutes while the flight from Oklahoma City makes the scene. Mario says it's 2:55 p.m. Eastern Australian time. And Rohit reporting in, this hotel bed is really uncomfortable. The feedback tomorrow morning will not be good. Patrick, I don't actually know the precise reason. I can only speculate. Maybe somebody in the chat knows an accurate answer. It probably has something to do with the thrust of the engines, and you know, perhaps it's I don't know, maybe it can knock over a runway adjacent light or sign or something. I don't really know. Let me take out our meatball here. Give us a little clearer shot. Ken Boschwich, I just got home from work. This end of the show will be short but sweet. Yeah. And this has been a shorter than a normal broadcast tonight because of our rain delay. We were set back, what, about an hour, I think? And when we started, it was a radio show because we didn't have any camera that was connecting. Okay, so CFI on the fly. I guess maybe I was right. The inspection is because the outboard engines hang over or near the edge of the runway, so it could kick up debris. Meredith Holmes says they don't clean up after the A380s at San Francisco, LAX, or JFK. Well, maybe because we're a little tidier here at DFW. I don't know. Or maybe the runway here is not as wide as those. Again, just spitballing here. So there's a pretty reasonable explanation from Pipe Organ Jets and y'all. Here comes the flight from Oklahoma City, which kind of threw us out of focus there, didn't it? Now, this plane should get the A-OK to make a U-turn and blast off. At midnight, Central Time. So we're nearly done, and we thank you for being with us. So Sniper South says LAX and San Francisco are paved around the edge, whereas here at DFW, I think we've got grassy grassy edges. Make a turn right at us here.
17 right is closed, but 17 center and 18 right are both open. 4111, you show runway 18 right closed for inspection. Right 78, heavy runway 17 center, taxi via Golf, hold short of Zulu. Runway 3693, approval, and just advise, ready?
And that is going to do it for us tonight. Well, we hope to be back to our normal full presentation coming next when we are with you, hopefully on Saturday, probably in the evening, probably from here, but I haven't checked the weather yet. So we can always bop over to Love Field, you never know. But it's been so nice to have you spending time with us tonight, especially those of you who were here at the very beginning when we were supposed to go on the air at 7:30 and did not because of the rain delay. Want to thank, first of all, our great team of moderators who are here with us every broadcast or every stream. Thanks to you for making it such a nice environment for our viewers. Thank you to James Webb, our channel sponsor. Thanks to all of our members, 600 strong. And to our subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed and you liked what you saw, then I hope you'll give it a little thought balloon. Maybe you'd like to push that subscribe button. It's free. And give us a like if you liked what you saw. Well, we'll be back soon. We're going to do credits now. I think I've arranged that we can have some acoustically coupled music. So let me get that all lined up here. We'll do our credits and we'll say good night to you around the world from DFW Airport. Happy contrails to you until we meet again. Now here we go with this music. Let's see if it works. Thank you, Roland.